Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
By the way, folks, if you're wondering who Rajan is, yes, another loan officer from First Republic Mortgage Bankers, a direct lender, being in the community for well over 13 years. Not some Johnny-come-lately that, is jumping on the wagon, This is someone that's been a bank for 13 years, not someone who's associating with a bank. This is a bank. And we want to welcome Courtney, who is now on Link Up Radio. And I want to find out, first of all, as I always ask, because people sometimes, make reference on the street saying that maybe First Republic Mortgage Bankers pay these individuals like they do on television to come on air, because they do that on television. And at the bottom of the screen, they got to put, this is a paid advertisement. No, this is not a paid advertisement. So, Courtney, how you doing today, man?
Not bad. I'm great.
You're here listening to us going back and forth. You're just laughing, right?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
But seriously speaking, though, Courtney, you need to take myself and the rest of the Link Up family to dinner with that big fat check that Rajan paid you to come on the radio, You got to take us to dinner, man.
Well, that don't happen yet. I wasn't paid.
No, it's a little inside joke that we've got that we share with the public all the time, because folks think that, folks think that, like, someone like you coming on the radio, like, we pay you to come on the radio and say something. I mean, last week we had Sandra Moore, formerly of the Gleaner, a big institution. She used First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Now we have you, Courtney. And I want to ask you, man, what did First Republic Mortgage Bankers do for you? What did they do for you? Seriously.
Well, they let me have a stress-free life right now. Because we did a refinance, and I got a real good rate. And as a matter of fact, it's good. They always talk on the radio, talk about this locking, and people don't take that advantage of locking in. But I locked in, and when my loan was ready to close, the rate went up. But I was already locked in at the lower rate. So I still got what I was locked in for. So, they paid off some bills. Yeah.
Uh-huh. They paid off some bills. Go on, tell me more.
Yeah, man, I had some loans. My credit card was near like $22,000. That got taken care of. I got something back at the table, in my pocket, and I have less paying for my mortgage.
Wow. So,
by the way, Courtney, just to share a little bit, right? What rate did you have, and what rate did you end up getting after you refinanced?
My refinance rate with them, I got 5%.
5%. Can you say that again?
5% fixed for 30 years.
Rajan is such a show-off, man.
I had to get that in there.
He's such a show-off, man. He had to. By the way, folks, everyone that's listening, this man prides himself in giving people the best rate, which is what First Republic Mortgage Bankers is all about. But you're going to find out that Rajan, he's one of the individuals that focus on the rate because he believes that people like Courtney should get nothing but the best rate. Now, here's what I heard from the 2.5-minute conversation with Courtney. One, he paid off approximately $22,000 in debt.
Mm-hmm.
He got himself money back at the table.
Mm-hmm.
He lowered his mortgage payments.
Mm-hmm.
This is unbelievable. And a lot of folks out there, and also he said that he locked in the rate immediately when he called in. When he linked up with Rajan, he locked in that rate so that at the closing, although the interest rate was higher, he got the lower rate, 5%.
Right. That's right.
Now, everything that I've said so far is true, right, Courtney?
Positive, yes.
Positive.
100% true, man.
Now, Courtney, were you a little bit hesitant in calling First Republic Mortgage Bankers, and why, if so, initially?
Because initially it sounds too true to believe, but at the same time, the bills are there, and I'm like, I have to at least make the call. and see what happens. So even though when he locked me in and then the rates kept going up, I was a little nervous. But when we went for the closing and they said, hey, you're still at the same rate. Don't worry about what is current. I'm like, oh, cool.
Right.
By the way, Courtney, I just wanna drop something in there. Let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
When we spoke initially, and I told you I was gonna lock in that rate, did you have to pay anything to lock your rate in?
Oh, no, nothing was paid. Nothing was paid. As a matter of fact, we finished everything without me paying anything out of pocket.
There we go.
My turn now. My turn, Roger. My turn to ask Courtney a question. My turn.
Sorry.
Now, Courtney, be honest. Did you go to anyone else? Did you think about going to anyone else? And, did you or didn't you? Did you go anywhere else? Don't call any names, though.
No, I'm not going to call no names. But I call other places, and they offer me good stuff. And when I got this with Rajin, because they were offering me higher than Rajin. And one day I called somebody, and he said, I could beat anything you have. So I tell him, listen, man, I have 5%. Beat that. He said, you're serious? You got 5% for 30 years? I said, yes. He tell me, jump on it. Go ahead. Because he couldn't do nothing to that. So
thank you. Now, I wish we had more institutions like that out there that, realize, because you know what? There are great institutions out there, as Courtney noted. There people are giving him good stuff, but no one could beat the rate, which goes, Rajan, to what I have been saying. The rate. And what kind of loan? Was it, was it an adjustable rate mortgage you got, Courtney? What kind of mortgage did you get?
It's fixed for 30 years. Don't change.
Thank you so much. That's all I need you for today. By the way, where are you from, Courtney?
I'm from Jamaica.
Which part of you I come from? See if you really understand the language.
I born at Kingston, grew up at Portmore.
So may I come from? Which part of Portmore do I come from? Is a city youth? Where you come from?
City.
Yeah, city youth too?
Yeah, Miami Drive.
What? All right, which part farther away about church there?
Passage Fort Drive.
All right, no problem. You're good to go, man. I tell you, see if you're a real city youth. Yeah, man. My road is Savannah Road still. And the back road is Passage Fort Drive. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So I could stand up on the the house of my city. We can stand up on the rooftop and watch the horses race. You know that, right?
Waterford.
No. I'm just saying I could do that at my house in Independence City, right there.
Okay.
Because I was close to the 8 furlong pole,
Okay.
Right near the Marlowe stable.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah,
anyway, much respect, Courtney. Thank you so much for linking with us. Dunn Park Tech.
Diligence with persistence for excellence. Me a Dunn man.
Hold on, don't tell me say I Dunn you.
That's Dunn man.
Oh shoot! Now they know where we come from. Diligence with persistence for excellence. LM Fierce. That's what we're talking about, Mr. Thompson. That's what we're talking about. I wonder if people Courtney, let me ask you something. I wonder if people understand how much that has been instilled in us. Diligence with persistence for excellence. I wonder if they understand, man.
That's a foundation, man. Fierce put that in, man. That's a foundation and keep you for life.
Listen, people, I'm talking to one of my colleagues here from school. I didn't even realize this. We come from Independence City and Dunn. Listen, let me tell you something, people. I got to say much respect, man. And that has been instilled in us, and people wonder why we are so aggressive and why we're so ambitious about certain things. Courtney, it's good linking up with you, man. I got to get your number from Rajan, man, and we got to link up, all right? Because we got a reunion coming up in Florida, man. All right?
All right, do that.
Big reunion. So, we're going to talk to you about it. It's like a whole weekend. So we'll talk, all right, sir?
All right, thank you. Take it easy, all right?
Much respect, Dads.
Right.
Once again, folks, that's Courtney, man, out of Portmore, Jamaica, and of course Dunn Park Technical High School. Got to say much respect to him. Now he understands and he knows how strong and powerful that quote is: diligence with persistence for excellence. Now let me ask you all something. Rajan brought this man on the airwaves. How many of you are going to be diligent, persistent, and of course, ultimately with First Republic Mortgage Bankers get excellence?
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.